What's going on, hobbyists? This is Roger Dodger here with Diecast Corner, and I have an exciting episode for you today. Stay tuned. Today, we are going to be talking about an up-and-coming website for all your hobby needs, hobbyDB.com. If you haven't heard about it, maybe you should check it out. Today we're going to take a better look into some of the features of the website and see how you can use these features to your advantage, or whether you want to sell, buy, or just find information about a product that you're looking for. hobbyDB has taken a lot of time and effort that they put into this website to make it more immersive for the hobbyist. The site really works off of your input. The more input that you put into the website, the more everybody else gets out of it. It's something I haven't seen in a lot of different sites, so we need to figure out how to really use this and have this be the go-to site for all of our hobby needs that we're looking for. Okay, now, so I will say this. I'm a diecast guy. I collect other stuff too, but primarily it's diecast. That's to most of what I have. I started collecting a couple Lego minifigures, and I have some comics, I have some baseball cards, basketball cards. So I have a variety of different things. So when I go to hobbyDB, I primarily see diecast. Do not let that throw you off, because like I said, hobbyDB, they dabble in a lot of different varieties of hobbies. Everything that I've searched for, pretty much that I collect, is there. So if it's not there, like I said, add it in. It's really that simple. So don't get discouraged in thinking that, oh, this site is better or this site is better. If you think about it in diecast world, we have South Texas Diecast, and we can easily go there. South Texas Diecast has teamed up with hobbyDB and has offered a lot of the information, a lot of the pictures and everything else that you're going to see on hobbyDB comes from South Texas Diecast. So they have no problem, having you guys go to hobbyDB. Another site I go to is North Carolina Hot Wheels Association. I do not know if they have any sponsorship or any ties to hobbyDB, helping them out with anything, but that's another site that I go to. But to be honest with you, I go to South Texas Diecast because I'm looking for this information. If I can't find it there, then I go to North Carolina Hot Wheels Association. But to be honest with you, it's a hassle moving back and forth from site to site. I want to be able to go to one site, see all the variations I need, see a better description of what I need, check out different types of wheels, different types of colors, and so on and so forth of the type of diecast. And the cool thing about it is I'm not just restricted to Hot Wheels. I have other things. I have M2 machines. I have Auto World. I have a bunch of 1/43 diecast. I have some 1/24 scale, 1/18 scale. I could find all these things on hobbyDB, and that's what makes it so great. So that is the primary benefit of really checking out hobbyDB and giving them a chance and see what they can do for you. I mean, it's really that simple. It is. I mean, when I was on there the other day, everything that I needed, I was just going straight towards it. And it was really super easy to use. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the key features of the website. So if we were to go to hobbyDB right here, we could just type right here, www.hobbydb.com. hobbyDB, the DB, I believe, stands for database. So it's a hobby database. All right. Over here we have our logo. You could click home at any time. So click there and it'll bring you to the same exact page that we were just at. Pretty much just refreshes. We have an intro video here. Here we have some clickable links where we can find, manage, add, buy and sell, browse. Here's our main search bar right here. We have some category browsing right here. So you can see all the different types of categories so far that are in here. And we even have this whatever else. So this will get categorized a little bit later. So once they keep building the website up. So we have add to the category, add to the catalog. Here's my profile, so you can put your picture, your messages, collection, selling manager, wish list, and you can sign out. Here's your shopping cart. All right. If you scroll down here, it just gives you a couple pictures from the catalog. All right, and as you can see, we have lunch boxes. We have, it looks like some sort of soda can or something. We even have license plates. We got a Honus Wagner tobacco card. We got some really, really cool things here. Let's see, we have this, little doll here. We have these little toy robots or kiddo robots or something. I can't remember what they're called. Some old Star Wars stuff. So a lot of cool stuff here for us to look at. So, dive in, obviously sign up. So put in your email, your information, get a password, a username, whatever, and sign in so you can start managing your own collection. So this next section that we're going to talk about is variance. And if anybody knows anything about the Hot Wheels community, this is huge for the Hot Wheels community. We have so many collectors that collect solely based on the variant of a special type of car that they like collecting. So me, let's find one that I know that there's a lot of variance. Hot Wheels BMW 850i. This is an old blue card from the early 90s, probably late 80s. And, I collect BMW, so this is a big, huge thing of mine. I like to collect a variance of it because I like to have every single model of every single casting that they have made and every variant of that casting. Okay? So we have, right here, BMW 850i, we have 17 variants. So if we keep scrolling down, we see that we have another one here also with 5 different variants. So we know this 850, 17 different ones. This one, 5 different ones. Now, what is the difference between this one and this one? I could tell you right off the bat just because I know, and you can see from the pictures, this one has doors that open. This one does not. Okay, and I'll explain that in just a few minutes, but let's take a look at the first initial variance first. You just click on variance, and in here, it gives us 5 different categories of the variance. We have the first release right here. We have the main lines, 5-pack releases, the Getty promo release, and the 2001 final run. That's the last year that they made this 850. They do not make it anymore. But we're going to go, for the sake of the video, we're going to go into the main lines. And in here we see 3 different type of models here. Same model, 3 different types of paint schemes, I guess you could say. And right here it tells us the description of the variant. Really simple, right in your face. This is the Metal Flake Gold. Yes, when you click on it, it is Metal Flake Gold. All right. This one is Metallic Light Blue. Metallic Light Blue. Light blue with the blue, dark blue bottom. Okay? Oops. And over here is the one that we have a lot of. All right. So if you look at here, this is not the best picture right here. I'll probably be updating this here soon. All right, because I am the curator of the BMW 850i for the Hot Wheels. All right, so we have right here, we automatically know. We don't even have to look at the picture. We could just see it right here. Gold Ultra Hot Wheels, clear window, and orange Hot Wheels logos on the rear window. Okay, so if we find another Gold Ultra Hots, Gold Ultra Hot Wheels, smoked windows, and orange Hot Wheels logo on the rear. So these are the same, other than one's got a clear window, one has a smoked window. All right, here's the same exact one, Gold Ultra Hots, with a black Hot Wheels logo on the rear window. Okay, so we have 3 of the same type wheel variations, but something different about it with a window variation and a Hot Wheels Tampo color variation. And if we look at this one right here and this one right here, they are the same. Silver Ultra Hot Wheels with a black Hot Wheels logo. Silver Ultra Hot Wheels with an orange Hot Wheels logo. So you see the difference right there on those 2, even though the wheel variation is the same. And then we have 2 additional wheel variations, which is the 3-spoke wheels and wire spoke wheels. And yes, you can see that. If you were to click here, look at a picture, you can see the wire spoke wheels. So you don't even have to blow them up. I can see that this is a tri-spoke, 3-spoke. Right there. Easy enough. So if I wanted to add something to my collection, I find what I'm looking for. Hot Wheels BMW. I'm just going to choose the whole category. And I see this one right here. I like it. Let's go in here. Yep. Cool. There we go. And this is the Super Treasure Hunt version. I like this one, so I am going to add it to my collection. So I'm going to add it right here. And I'm going to put the type of condition. Yes, yes, yes. And this is pretty much stating that I have it in my collection. I don't, but I'm going to add it to my collection just for the sake of the video. All right, it's one of the few ones I'm missing right now. All right, and then it gives me all the information about it, you know, how much the price I paid, who I got it from, where I'm storing it at, and a little bit of private notes about it. So I can say, hey, soft corner or something like that, soft right-hand corner, something like that. All right, for privacy, you can make it public or private, condition, packaging, so on and so forth. All right, all the information is already filtered in here from the entry that was entered in. All right, and if I didn't have it and just say I want it, you know, I can add it to my wish list. All right, so now when I go here, I have my wish list and there it goes. Here it is right here. And I've added a couple other ones. I have these already, but for the sake of the video, I'm just showing you right here. And I can remove the ones that you have once you get them. And also, you can view your collection right here. Just go to drop down box and collection, and there is everything in your collection. And you can delete these if you need to. Yes, you sure? I am sure. So let's work on our search. So this is our main search bar right here. We can do searches by multiple ways here. We have our browse category. So we can go to, say, models, diecast. And here's going to be a bunch of diecast cars. All right. And this doesn't necessarily have to be Hot Wheels. This is brand GLM, Great Lightning models, or matrix scale models, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you got 6,442 pages of the search. And you can, you can narrow it down to, model cars, which is obviously the biggest one, 62,000. All right. Then we can even, scale it down even farther. Let's type in brand, Hot Wheels. All right. We have all the different types of Hot Wheels in here. So let's just go Hot Wheels. Oh, hold on. Okay, so Hot Wheels, there it is, go. Okay, it's moving. It's got a lot of Hot Wheels to filter through here because I do believe Hot Wheels is their biggest category. From when I looked at a video, Hot Wheels and model airplanes make up $180 million a year of revenue. Okay, not from this site, but overall. Okay, so Hot Wheels is one of the biggest hobbies out there. All right, and he's trying to incorporate many, many other different types of hobbies. All right, so over here, so we have, everything up to Hot Wheels. So we could do designers, alternate name, produced, and, scale, 1/64 scale, and everything else, length, make, so model. So we can go to make down here. We could type up BMW. Okay, here's our BMW right here. Go. So now we're in Hot Wheels and BMW. Let this filter. All right. Might not have the fastest internet here, but maybe it just takes a couple seconds to filter all the BMW Hot Wheels. All right, there we go. And now we see all of BMW Hot Wheels. Okay, and Mini is added in here because Mini does belong to Hot Wheels. If you look at this picture right here, I just wanted to give you a little example. The picture says South Texas Diecast on it. Okay, so South Texas Diecast is in sponsorship with hobbyDB, so they have no problem. All right. So, and you can narrow it down even farther and even farther and even farther if you like. But if you know the name of the car, like Hot Wheels BMW 2002, you could just type it into search, and here we go. We have all the BMW 2002s. Here's a, oh, and it and it lists the year 2002 also. Okay, so, and then you know, you can find a car that you're looking for, and all the different cars will show you all the variants also. So these cars are in the variant catalog. If you're searching for 2002s and you need to see all the different ones, and it just shows you right here. Models, main lines, premium, airs, etc., etc. So it's a good way to go ahead and, you know, do a search. You know, like I said, you could browse through the categories. You know, if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, or just say that you just want to look for something a little bit different, or you could type exactly into the search right here. And this really needs to kind of be exact. You know, if you spell something wrong, it will not find it. It's not going to find some of the words, it just won't find it. So try to be exact as much as possible. If you don't know, just type in Hot Wheels BMW, you know, or Hot Wheels, whoops, Hot Wheels Camaro. And all your Camaros should pop up. It doesn't matter which ones, you know, if you wanted just 67 Camaro, you can pop that in there too. But you can see it has every Camaro here. Here's a 67 Camaro, 168 different variants. And there we go. So, all right. Also, you can search by toy ID. Let me just give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm just picking any one here. You see right here, there is a toy ID, this X1811. So say you don't have anything else. For some crazy odd reason, you only have the toy ID, which would be really odd. But just say that that's all you have. All right? You can, whoops, type that in there like that. There we go. And you can search that way also. And there we go. It pulls up all the cars with that toy ID, which we know is the 67 Camaro. All right? And it's only that one. So it's pretty cool. So there's multiple ways that you can search. So just get yourself familiarized with the best way to search. For me, I just type it in here. But if I didn't know the name, I can, you know, browse through the categories and try to find it. There's so many items in here. It might take you a few minutes, but that's okay, because hobbyDB, the reason why they call it hobbyDB is for database. It will become the #1 go-to hobbyist site in the world. Okay, it only comes in one language right now, which is English. So primarily for English-speaking countries, this works out great. Okay, and they are striving to be the top, the best, and have every single hobby, every single thing that you could possibly think of in this site for you to buy and sell. Because this is more of a user input site, you know, how do we overcome duplicates? Obviously, you're going to have probably duplicates, probably triplets, triplicates. All right. You know, if we go in here, to be honest with you, I can see a couple duplicates. I don't know what's different between this one and this one. They said that they're variants, but I need to go and I need to study in which one that they are. So say, for example, that these are the same. Just saying, for example. All right, I can go down here, click on a thing, and there's a flag right here. And when you flag, you probably put in a description of why you're flagging it, and then the admin will go in and they will erase duplicates. Okay, so you know, if you see something in there, just make sure you be smart about it and that you're not flagging something that doesn't need to be flagged. It's going to be double checked anyway, so it's not like you flag it and it's going to disappear. So just, you know, just be mindful. You know, it's like Wikipedia, it's user input, so you know, just, you know, be cautious of what you're flagging, because it might actually be a variant. It might just be something simple. Somebody just used to space the thing, but the variant might be, a left or right hand steering wheel, or the, with the 67 Camaro for the 2000, I think it's 14, where it's got the high dash and it's really hard to see the high dash, okay? Or, it could be a Hot Wheels logo on the rear. So this has two photos, so we could just easily take a look at the other photo. So here it is right here, the photo, and don't know what the difference is, but let's see. So this one we see, it's got gold metal speed right here, 850i, card number 255 with gold ultra hots. Okay, let's scroll back and let's pick this one. This one has one photo. So this one doesn't tell. I know that that's the gold metal speed ribbon right here. I see 255, so on and so forth. To be honest with you, I could not tell you what the difference is. So I'll have to go over these a little bit later and, with a fine-tooth comb, figure out what the problem is. But if you see a duplicate and you know it's a duplicate, you've done all your information, you've done all your homework, flag it, okay? It's the best way to eradicate the problem. There's so many different types of variations out there. Somebody might add in something that's already there. We have a little feature on here called Manage Relationships. All right, now it seems weird, and I'll explain to you what this is. If you were to click on anything, this is the Volkswagen Reloading Beach Bomb first run. You see it has the surfboards in the back. Only a few of these are made, and they're all prototypes. The new ones have the surfboards that are in the side, and the walls are thickened. Okay, so if we were to go down here, we have a couple little things right here. We have add variant. So if you know a variant, like Bruce Pascal has the pink one, we could add that variant in there for a pink one, and so on and so forth. But we have this Manage Relationship button here, okay? And if you see, you can already see the relationship on this one. For the red lines, they all come with a button, which is really, really cool. So when you add a relationship, all right, it's saying, hey, what is, packaged in? The button, it's packaged in. If we had, it's a copy of. So if, just say, for example, China, makes their, their BMW copy, clone, and you can have, say, BMW X5, and then you can put the relationship of, and this is a copy of, or you can have the China version. You can say it's a copy of the BMW X5. This is a real version of the Volkswagen, Beach Bomb bus, and so on and so forth. So you could find all these, and you can assign a relationship, which is really, really cool. So, if, let me see. Let me just go here. All right, we could just type in, James Bond, and, maybe we'll have a, a relationship here. So, related model cars. So when we type in James Bond, okay, you have a lot of these, a lot of cars, die-cast, whatever, a couple dioramas, and so on and so forth, official car site, yada, yada, yada. You have a lot of different, options here. So I am not the curator of this, so therefore, I can't add to this right here. So, but let's try something a little bit different. Okay, so when it comes to the model cars, because that's obviously somebody's page, here it is right here. So let's manage relationships, and let's see. They don't have any relationships for the James Bond Toyota 2000 GT. So you can add a relationship and put, the movie that it's related to, or something like that they've seen it in. Very, very cool. So you can really get a lot of information of what's going on with the car. Okay, or the action figure, or the sports card, or the comic book, or any of those sorts. So if you have Captain America, as a Lego minifigure, you could put the link to the comic book because that's where it came from, and then so on and so forth. And then when you have Captain America, you could put the link to the original comic that you found Captain America in, because it's not Captain America. It's actually, my friend's got the comic. I can't remember the name of it, but he's in a completely different comic book where his first appearance was. It was somebody else's comic book. So, and you could put that relation. So it's really, really, really cool. This one is where we're going to have clone item. So why would we need to clone an item? Okay, prime example. If we were to type in Hot Wheels BMW 850i, all right, go down here, and say, for example, we go into Variance. Say, for example, I have another car just like this. I see a variant on here that nobody else has, all right? But the card is the same. The card is the same. The ID is the same. The number is the same. Everything is the same except for maybe just one little thing where it might not have this gold medal speed on here, or it might, have some international writing on the back. Who knows? Just something that's a little bit different. So instead of me going in here and typing in all this, I can clone the item. Okay, so clone catalog item right here. All right, then this will populate all the information from the item that you have, and then you go in there and you tweak the information, and then there you have it. So it just saves you a lot of time if you're adding in essentially duplicate stuff that are just variations of the same exact car. All right, so it's a really, really handy tool. So it just saves you a lot of time. So therefore, like I said, if you have 20 of the same car, you could just add them in one by one, boom, 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 and you could just type in, the different wheel, ultra hot or hot ones, or 5-star, or real riders, and so on and so forth. All right, guys, this is a really exciting section. This is the custom section. And I know that there's a lot of customizers out there. So this is for you. This is for the amateurs. This is for the pros. This is what makes this site really, really cool. So let's just take a look at, I'm just going to pick one right off the top of my head, Boxman, because I've looked at this one before. There he is right here. Let's go look at what we have here for customs. All right, so it says Boxman Designs. So if we were to click on here, we can see Boxman Designs has his own page, and he's showing, a bunch of customs that he's doing, that he's done, and stuff like that. And he's got a host of them, 12 more models here. All right. Really, really cool models, Transformers models, Bumblebee, Dairy Delivery, Custom Convoy. I mean, it's got so many really cool models. Here's the thing. When it comes to customs, there's a lot of people out there making them. Other than the Hot Wheels groups, there's really no way to get your customs out there. So hobbyDB has really kind of created a user site not just for customs, but for customizers also. And it's really, really cool because somebody who's an amateur, somebody who's a pro could come in here, you could create a page, absolutely free, and you can display your customs, and you can even sell your customs. It's really, really that simple. So, jump on hobbyDB, go in there, create a page. I guess you have to, ask the admin, hey, can I create a page for this and that, so on and so forth. They'll most likely approve it. And then you get up there and start uploading your customs for everybody to see. You never know. I mean, notoriety is a really big thing in the hobby world. And right now, we only really have the Hot Wheels groups, or if you go to, say, a convention and they have a customs contest, so on and so forth, maybe Instagram, but what if you had a site that you can go through and you could display all your customs, and we know that they're customs, we know that they're by you, you have a description of yourself, we see all your own work, we see if you have any work for sale or anything else like that. Really, really cool, addition to the website for customizers. I mean, hands down, this has been the only thing that I've seen, other than people creating their own page, their own website, that I've seen for customizers on any of the North Carolina Hot Wheels Association, or even South Texas Diecast. So hobbyDB is taken into consideration all the customizers out there, and he really wants to get your work displayed. So you can, you can reach out to other customizers, or you can start maybe, generating some income. So another section that we have here is called buying and selling. This is a big, huge part of hobbyDB. It's not just for looking up variations, not for looking up some of your favorite hobby things. It's also for buying and selling. So if you had a whole collection of cars that you wanted to sell, you could do it right here. You could create yourself your own store. You could do anything that you want and start buying and selling today on hobbyDB. It's really super easy. I'll go through and I'll show you my actual store that I have on mine. Here's my store, so just go here to your profile or to your little guy right here and click your store. And here's my store. My logo is RDDC, the Roger Dodger Diecast Corner. And I just, went in Photoshop and I put the RDDC Marketplace. And here, I sell, I'm going to be selling a host of things, not just Hot Wheels, a little bit of Matchbox, maybe some M2s, maybe some comics, baseball cards, some Legos and stuff like that. And I've created this and I've said it's opening soon because I haven't uploaded anything else. Right here, you can edit your title. Welcome to the RDDC Marketplace. Here you find diecast, comics, Legos, baseball cards, and other items for sale in the RDDC Marketplace. So it's really, really cool. You can add all this, if you're good at Photoshop, you could just make your own banners and stuff. And it tells you, the dimensions for making your own banner. So he sent me a whole thing on how to actually do it, but you can say upload your cover photo and tells you right here 1140 by 200. So obviously go into Photoshop and make it 1140 by 200. Super easy. Edit it and it will fill the whole thing perfectly. All right. And then you can apply a store-wide discount. So if, say for example, July 4th, you want to have a July 4th sale and you want to, apply 10% off of everything in your store, you can do it right here. Apply a 10% discount. You could download your subscribers. You could edit everything here. So this is where you edit your name of your store and your description right here. Really cool. All right. You can edit your away message, which mine says opening soon. Or if you're going on vacation, you can sit there and say, hey, I'm out of town until, July 5th. Any purchases, I won't be able to ship until after July 5th. No big deal. It's right here and it's in big and red. It's really hard to miss. You can edit your logo right here. So upload your logo. It takes PNG, JPEG, or JPG files or GIF files. All right. You can manage your categories. So if you look over here, I've added my categories and then I have subcategories. So Lego, I have poly bags, minifigures, and I'll probably add in sets also if I have any sets to sell, but I know I really don't. So diecast, M2 machines, Matchbox, Johnny Lightning, Hot Wheels. I might have some other ones, maybe some 1/43rd scale I might throw in there. Comics, DC Comics, Marvel. I have some other ones like Image Comics and a few other types. I'll add those in there too. Baseball cards, Upper Deck, Donruss, Topps. You got Score. You got a few other ones. I'll add those in there too. Same thing with basketball cards. So, add your categories, add your subcategories. You can even add a subcategory to that too. So say like if you had Upper Deck and it's maybe Upper Deck Premium as opposed to whatever, you can add that subcategory in there also. Build up your store, make it look good, make it look nice. So, if you're looking for, let's just say that we're going to look for Hot Wheels RLC 67 Camaro. So say this is one that we want to buy. The Red Line Club. And here we go. We have 168 different variants. We have right here, we have 2 for sale. So let's take a look at this. Right here, 2 for sale. So say you want to buy. Let's buy. And buy doesn't mean you're buying right now. It just means that you're going through and you're looking at them. Okay, so we have two people for sale. We have two different prices. We have one for $119.95. We have another one for $133.33. So if we were to click on more info, it tells us how much shipping is. United States shipping is $8 for that car. Okay, we can go here, and shipping for United States is $6 for that car. So we know that KMJ Diecast is going to be making an extra $2 to $3 off of shipping, because we know everybody in the United States, they don't pay $8 to ship to California, not for one car. We know that. All right, so this is what I'll say about the pricing, because if you're looking at this and your jaw is dropping, look how many people are selling them. 2. So what does that tell you? Get on there, open up your store, and add in some competition. I guarantee KMJ Diecast will drop his price down. Same thing with a wrench 234. All right, but right now they're the only ones on there. So if you want to buy from there and say eBay doesn't have any or Toy Peddler doesn't have any, you have to come up here and you're pretty much stuck paying these prices whether you like it or not. You know, I'm not one to argue about prices, because they can assign $1 million to the car. That doesn't mean somebody's going to go out and buy it. You're not forced to buy it, so don't complain about the pricing. All right, but if we were to go in here, we just look and we can see that these two people have stores right here, or they have cars. We can easily go in here, and then it tells you who it's sold by. KMJ Diecast. This guy right here has got 55,733 items for sale. Let's click on KMJ Diecast, and this is his store. So he's got a pretty nice little one. Here's his cover photo. This is his logo, and he has a ton of stuff here for sale. And when you click on it, and it tells you, hey, $7 for shipping. If you want any additional shipping in the United States, so say like if you buy 2 cars or 3 cars, it's 50 cents extra for each car. And it even gives you a max shipping. You might not have it. Yes, United States max shipping is $20. So if you were to buy 100 cars from him, he's saying that the max shipping would be $20. He has Canadian max shipping and rest of the world max shipping. And you can see his prices for shipping internationally and shipping to Canada. Okay? And he has it listed for each additional car and the rest of the world. All right? So if we go back to his site right here, and like I said, he's showing a lot of them. He got the Batman TV series, a lot of the new Batman ones right here that just came out. Pretty cool. Another BMW 2002. It must be a new version that just came out. First time I'm seeing this right here. Another Ford GT. I'll probably be picking up this one because I like the Ford GTs. It's got a lot of cool cars right here. So he probably buys them by the case and lists them first. Nothing wrong with that. I could clearly see with 55,000, this is probably his business. This is probably, what he does for a living. Selling Hot Wheels online since 1997. And he's got a couple things. Simply the best online source for Hot Wheels, over 50,000 vehicles. Buy in bulk and save. I mean, he's right. So $8 for shipping, but hey, if you buy, 10 cars, they're only 50 cents for each one, and you actually make out in his shipping. All right, guys, so it's really up to you to bring the competition to the table. I'm going to be adding in a bunch of my stuff. I don't have 55,000 different cars. I probably have maybe 100 to sell, if that. Maybe more than 100. But I'll be listing all mine too, and I'll be, giving KMJ Diecast a run for his money, because I know I don't need to have my shipping at $8. Just making $3 extra off a $5.55 mainline car. The car that you can go buy at Walmart for 94 cents. But if you don't have a Walmart in your area because they shut down so many of them, and you want that car, KMJ Diecast has it. You could try eBay too. KMJ Diecast is probably on eBay also. If he's smart, he's on Toy Peddler, eBay, hobbyDB. And here is the really, really cool thing about the pricing with hobbyDB. All right, eBay takes 9% regardless, okay, 9%. So if you sell something for $100, eBay is taking $9 of that 100, whether you like it or not. Toy Peddler takes a percentage on how much the car is actually worth or how much you're selling it for. If you're selling it for $500, they take like maybe 25 or 30 bucks. You know, if you're selling it for, $1, they might take like, 25 cents. Okay, that's pretty much how Toy Peddler does it. All right, hobbyDB does it a little bit differently. They are 7% only if you sell something. You are not getting charged. Toy Peddler, you get charged up front. eBay, you get charged whether you sell it or not. hobbyDB, if you don't sell it, hobbyDB is not making any money off of you. You have to sell the item for hobbyDB to make any money. That is what is different about selling on hobbyDB as opposed to selling somewhere else. So it really makes it really easy for you to list all the cars that you want to sell without worrying about, what it's going to cost up front. And hobbyDB uses PayPal also. I think you're going to be hard pressed to find any selling sites that doesn't use PayPal as the preferred method of paying, and then you can ship straight through PayPal, and you even get a discount on shipping through PayPal if your transaction is through PayPal. Okay, so even though they're taking a couple percent on PayPal, you're actually saving a couple percent because they have a deal with the USPS post office where you get a discount shipping through PayPal. Okay, so here's a really cool one that I like because I'm a YouTuber. I'm doing this video for YouTube. So there is a part on here where you can add an external link. Well, let me show you. Ford GT 2017. Let's search. Now, I know for a fact that I have this car right here. All right, it is a 1/43rd scale resin model. This is the very, very first concept model to be released, which is really, really cool. And if I were to go in here, I could look at some features of the car. This is the real car. All right, and then there is an external link. If we were to click on this external link, all right, watch our, and there it is right there. All right. So there we go. So that is really, really great for YouTubers because you can, if you do YouTube reviews on die-cast cars, you can add it in there and get more notoriety. People can see it. Then they can go to your page and they can subscribe and they can watch the rest of your videos. And everybody knows YouTube is about monetization. I don't know a single person that's doing YouTube that hasn't monetized their video. So for some, like Race Grooves, it's his hobby. I mean, it's his living. He has quit his job a couple of years back, and now he does reviews of die-cast, and he's branching into other toys also. He does race videos, downhill racing, and stuff like that. So it's a really, really big deal, to some YouTubers by getting that little bit of extra notoriety. Because if you ever started a YouTube channel, I'm sorry, I don't know anybody who starts with 50,000 subscribers unless you're buying somebody's YouTube channel. Okay, so you have to start from scratch like me. I started with 0 subscribers. I had my first video. I laugh at my first videos. Now I'm up to 526 as of today. Yeah, it's not a lot, but I don't need a lot. It's the views that matter to me. All right, so I can add my link down here and people can check out my video from here, and you can see, and in a real person, a good live demo, of what this looks like, me taking it out of the box, unscrewing the base, how big it is, and and a little bit, more close up, more personal, in depth with the car that you see right here. Okay, and this has got multiple pictures too, but hey, video is much better than the pictures. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to be talking about today is being a curator. What is a curator? A curator is somebody who takes care of a certain link of a car. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's go to my profile. And over here, you see my logo. And over here, you can see I am the curator of all these different BMW cars. All right, really, really cool. All right, and when I'm the curator, I can go here, and my name is on the bottom here. So my logo is right here. So when you go to my YouTube page, you'll see the same logo. When you go to my Facebook page, you'll see the same logo. All right, so I know it's me, you know, or you know it's me actually. So, and over here, you know, like I said, I can manage locally this page, this car, okay, and that's it. You know, I can't go to the 67 Camaro and be the curator of that. I can, but I'm not the curator, okay? And in order for you to be the curator, you know, you have to get permission. Okay, so I have permission to edit everything on here that I would like, okay, within this page. All right. And then we have the champion. Okay, champion is able to edit any page, okay, whether it's this page or whether it's a 67 Camaro or not. So those are going to be your high-level users, probably people within this company, okay? And then you have the admin, okay? Those are the top people, just like anything else. Everybody knows what admin is. They have God mode. And that's, you know, that's just the way it is. So it's really, really cool. So if you have a vast collection like me, my Hot Wheels BMW collection, I'd probably have to say is probably one of the bigger collections in the United States, if not the world, for Hot Wheels. I have almost all of them, almost, okay? There's a lot of new models that just came out this year, and I'm slowly but surely getting them all. You know, I've got a lot of the short cars from overseas. I've got some, you know, rare ones from overseas. You know, whatever I can get my hands on for the BMWs, I typically do it. I'm trying to grab up every variation I could find. You know, if I can find errors and stuff like that, but people, you know, they want to charge me an arm and a leg for an error. So, you know, I don't have a lot of errors, but I do have a very big extensive collection of BMWs. Therefore, that is why I am the curator of all these different types of BMWs here. All right, and I can, you know, if I wanted to, I can go and I can delete this picture and I can upload new ones, much better ones, clearer ones, you know, ones that are out of the package. You know, if I wanted to, like this one with these hot spots right here, it's really hard to see the car. Unfortunately, this is one that I don't have. Super rare. It's hard for me to find. I can't find it. All right, this one right here, this picture definitely has to go. I can't make out anything in this picture. I can't make out the wheels on it. I can't tell if they're ultra hots. Oh, they are ultra hots. Okay, but you know, it's just, this could be a better picture. You know, when we look at it, it's only got one photo and that's it. Come on, you know. So I need to get in here and I need to, and this is added by Beetle J. So Beetle J is at least, you know, taking some time and he's added this in here. But I can add in more. So I can just add in photos right here and add in, you know, 5-6 photos. You know, the back of the car, the front of the card. You know, if I had one that was loose, I could take one out of the package. I don't have any loose of this type model, but and so on and so forth, and I can add the pictures right here. So it's a lot of fun, you know, being a curator because you can, you know, you kind of feel like you have God mode a little bit over a certain product, but you know, but that's cool. You know, everybody has the ability to add to the catalog, so don't think that you don't think that you have to be a curator to do so. I'm just a curator of the BMWs. Well, there we have it. You know, that's our pretty much a good overview of the features of the site. You know, so you know, dip on into it. You know, like I said, you know, log in, create a username, create a password, and you know, get your profile going, update your profile. You know, like I said, if you have a, you know, a nice collection, ask to be the curator and stuff like that. Christian, you know, the owner of the site, he's a really great guy. You know, I've talked to him personally. You know, we've Skyped, we've been in talks with this website for a while now, of me doing a little quick promo for them. And, you know, he's a great guy, and he's really putting a lot of effort, you know, into this website for all the hobbyists. So, you know, utilize it. You know, don't let it just, you know, just die out. You know, have fun with it, and add to the collection. You know, the more you add, the more it grows. Well, all right, guys, that's my presentation of hobbyDB. I hope you enjoy it. You know, so just remember, you know, whether it's, you know, figurines, whether it's comics, whether it's baseball cards, die-cast, Lego. You know, hobbyDB has it. Even if it's something obscure like maybe Christmas ornaments. I don't know. I don't look at Christmas ornaments, but maybe they're on there. It's a user database that needs your input. Use it. You know, use it to your advantage. Well, if you like my videos, hit that like button, leave a couple comments, let me know what you think about the video, let me know what you think about hobbyDB, tell me if it's easy for you to navigate around and stuff like that. I really would like your user input on the site, that way I can feed it back to the admins of the website. And I just want to make a quick note that I am not being endorsed in any way by hobbyDB. The admin contacted me and he asked me if I would, you know, do a quick little promo for him pretty much. Sure, why not? It's doing nothing but benefiting my channel and it's benefiting hobbyDB. So I'm not making any money off it, no big deal. I have no problem helping out another person if they need some help. Well, until next time guys, I'm Roger Dodger and thanks for watching Diecast Corner. See you next time.